Tesla explains setup of Chinese Gigafactory and shows systems for battery production. You know, in the last week's earnings call of Q1, Tesla talked about its Chinese Gigafactory setup, and there were a couple of very important and interesting news that we can talk about. And today I'm going to talk about that. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. As I go forward talking about Tesla's Chinese Gigafactory, Giga Shanghai setup, please I ask you, join our community if you are here first time, subscribe to our channel, help us to grow together, and like this video to show your appreciation of Tesla Mag that has been reporting this news and brought this to our attention. So production at the Tesla main plant in Fremont is still interrupted actually due to the virus restrictions, but is steadily increasing in the new Gigafactory in China. The production there is steadily increasing. A rate of 3,000 Model 3 per vehicle had already been reached in the Giga Shanghai by the end of March, and Tesla itself has now confirmed in its quarterly report for early 2020 that the expansion of production is progressing faster than expected. In the report, Tesla also explained what the second giant building on the site, which had recently been built, was intended for, and showed systems for battery production in an already completed hall. Now, according to the current advances, Tesla now expects to be able to produce around 4,000 Model 3s per week in Shanghai, in its Giga Shanghai factory, by the middle of the year, an estimated 200,000 a year. Another important piece of information: until now, it was possible to ensure the delivery of the components required for production. However, Tesla did not give an outlook on this topic, and that's important. According to CFO Zachary Kirkhorn, the Chinese Model 3 does not yet consist of as many parts produced in the country as is desirable and possible. Even missing small parts can theoretically bring production to a standstill, but the battery is always a critical component in electric cars. Initially, Tesla reportedly shipped finished battery packs from the United States to China for use in Model 3. There are now contracts with the local cell producer CATL and LG Chem. At least the Tesla delivered by CATL showed only start this summer, but an overview from the end of March already lists LG Chem, which also has a contract with GM and building a factory with GM in the United States, in addition to the traditional Tesla supplier Panasonic. Production in China was apparently resumed there in the same way as at Tesla in mid-February. But cells first have to become modules and then packages for the Tesla Model 3, which has recently been produced and sold in China in 3 versions instead of just as Standard Range Plus. For the battery pack, as can be seen from Tesla's quarterly report, there is a hall adjacent to the main building of the Gigafactory there. Pictures show the square and somewhat smaller building on the one hand from the outside with the description Gigafactory Shanghai, factory for battery modules and packages. An indoor shot also shows a spotlessly clean hall with a few helmeted employees but hardly any machines yet. In addition, Tesla clarified in the report on the purpose of the second building about the size of the one in which the Model 3 is produced. This was started shortly after the first was completed. By the end of April, hundreds of piles were anchored in the ground and the steel structure was well advanced. Gigafactory Shanghai, future factory Model Y. Tesla now wrote about an aerial view of the construction site. As expected, the Chinese Model Y will be built in the building. Tesla actually writes that the plan is to start deliveries from there as well as from the German Gigafactory near Berlin in 2021, but that currently seems to have a big lead in China, which actually Giga China has a big lead over the Gigafactory in Berlin. Well, friends, that was the story about the setup in Giga Shanghai. And in the meantime, please subscribe to our channel, join our community, and like this video. And I'll see you in our next report. Have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless you, and see you soon. Stay safe.